In the last video, we discovered how to add links in our HTML documents using the anchor tag. But a web page has more than just links and text. There's also images and videos. So how to add images and videos in your HTML document? It is actually very simple. All you need to do is use the img tag. Inside this img tag, I'm going to give it an attribute, src equal to double quotes. src means source, and inside this double quote, I want to add the path to the image. In my case, the cat image is inside my folder 1. What I will write is I'll say folder 1 /cat image and specify the extension, which is .jpg. As you can see, it will be displayed in my browser. So there's this beautiful cat image. I have another image. Let's do the same thing. So I'll say img src equal to, so it is in folder 1. I'll say folder 1 robot.png. And so I'm gonna close this. And there it is. It displays next to it. If I want it under it, all I need to do is add the break tag after the img. Now if I want the robot image to be displayed under the cat image, all I need to do is add the break tag. And there it is. It is under the cat image. But let's say the user has a bad internet connection and the image didn't load. What we will do is we will add an alternate text for the image. What I'll do is I'll add the alt attribute, and inside double quotes, I'll describe the image in a few words. Let's say a gray cat. And I'll do the same thing for the other image. So alt, I'll say a robot cutting vegetables. As you can see, nothing will happen. The images will load perfectly, and the alternate text will only be displayed if the image didn't load. Let me show it to you. Let's say instead of .jpg, I wrote image jpg without the dot. When I refresh my browser, the image disappears, and instead the alternate text will appear. It is a gray cat. As you can see, you have this image icon followed by the alternate text that we wrote. Now as you saw, this image is very large and I want to scale it a bit. I want to resize it. How to do it? All we need to do is add the width and height attribute. So after the alt attribute, I'll add the width. Let's say I want the width to be somewhere around 350 pixels. You can choose any value you want. And the height, let's say it will be 300 pixels. As you can see, the image shrinked a bit. Now let's do the same thing for this image. So I'll say here width equal to, let's say, 350 pixels also. Height will be also 300 pixels. As you can see, these images fit perfectly. But as you can see, there's a bit of quality loss. In CSS, you can fix that, but in HTML, we can't. So stick around with me and subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing also a CSS tutorial. Also, we could add a caption to our image by using the fig caption tag, and inside I will add a fig caption. Let's say a cat watching something. After that, I'm going to close the fig caption tag. Let's do the same thing for the other image. I'll write here fig caption and I'll say something like a robot cutting vegetables. As you can see, under the image, we can see the caption, a cat watching something, and a robot cutting vegetables. Now, before I move on, I want to tell you something. Usually, whenever we use images in HTML, we put them inside a container called figure. As you can see, I've added them inside a container called figure. Now, let me explain. Let's say you have a box where you put blue squares inside. This box is only for blue squares, and another box for red squares. So this box is only for red squares. The same thing for the figure over here. It's like a box where you will add a cat image. Or it's a box or another box where you add a robot image. Why is it useful? Well, it helps in SEO and it gives more information to the search engine, which will allow it to display your website in search results. Now that we know how to add images, let's add some videos. So it's very easy. Let us use the video tag and close it down here. Inside the video tag, I'll use something called source with an attribute src and with double quotes. What do we put inside the double quote? Well, the value should be the path to the video. In my case, inside folder 2, I have a video.mp4. So I'll write first folder 2 /video.mp4. And now I'll add another attribute, which is the type attribute. And what exactly do we write as a value? Well, this type attribute just specifies the type of the element. So what it is a video. I'll write video followed by a front slash. But what is the extension of this video? It is a .mp4. So I won't write the .mp4, I will write only mp4. As you can see, this is my video. It's the previous video that I uploaded, but I can't even play it. I don't have any buttons. That's because I need to add some controls. Right here in the video tag, I will add an attribute called controls. As you can see, I have the control to actually start the video. In the last video, we started writing a bit of HTML. And as you can see, we played the video, but it's very large. I'm gonna scale it a bit. So right here in the video tag, I'll add the width and height attribute. So width, let's say it will be equal to 550 pixels, and the height will be equal to something like 500 pixels. As you can see, it had been scaled, and let's play the video. In the last video, we started writing a bit of HTML. As you can see, I have the full control. I could mute the audio, lower it a bit, higher it, and anything. I could go full screen. I could go back normal screen. I could change the playback speed, picture in picture, and so on. We also have other attributes like autoplay. You know what's autoplay? It automatically plays the video. Also, we have loop. So when you finish the video, it will replay. Now, before you click on any YouTube video, you notice that there is a thumbnail or a photo. Can we add this in HTML? Well, of course we can. All we need to do is add the attribute called poster, and inside poster, we will add the path to the image. In my case, it is in folder 2, and its name is poster.png. So folder2 /poster.png. Let's see what we'll do. As you can see, it will add a poster or a thumbnail or a photo to my video. Now, because you stick with me till this far, I want to teach you something extra. Let us add an audio to our HTML document. It is very simple and similar to the video. All we need to do is add the audio tag and close it. Now I'll add the source tag with the attribute of src, and inside the value should be the path to the audio. In my case, it is in folder2 /audio.mp3. Type will be an audio, of course, / the extension, which is mp3. Now, before we go and check out the audio, we need to add some controls to be able to control the audio. So controls, we could also add an autoplay, and we could add also a loop, but of course not a poster. Alright, there it is, there's the audio. And actually the audio that I have is a no copyright song. I'll add a link for it in the description. So let's listen to it. Let me just lower the volume and go. And there you have it. We have added an image, video, and audio to our HTML document. Alright, this is it on how to add images and videos as well as audios in HTML. I hope you got some value from it. Now, if you watch these two videos, link will be in the description, you are pretty much ready to write a simple web page that contains text, images, links, videos, and audios. But maybe you're experiencing a slow PC. You might want to check out this video and find out the reason. Maybe because of startup apps, old RAM, it could be anything. Or check out this video to know the reason why your PC is crashing too often, maybe because of overheating. Well, check it out.